Welcome back to Jolts with Judy as we kick off the Advent season, that time of waiting, that time that we get to wait, and most of us do not think it is great. So waiting in anticipation, waiting in preparation, waiting with great expectation of what we know is here, this God with us, and we know what is to come. So that Advent, that time of year where the world is calling us to be less distracted while we're surrounded by noise. That time of year where we're called to be so intentionally present, yet we're so consumed with presence. So this Advent season, these 4 weeks of time where we get to be really intentional and mindful of a God who is with us and within us, a God who has come and a God who is still yet to come. So it's a waiting that's purposeful. It's a waiting that's positive. It's a wait. All right, let me just pause for a minute and remind you of the countless things that you wait for that aren't so great. So you have spent 5 years waiting in line. You've spent 2 years playing telephone tag and 6 months or maybe even a little bit more at a traffic light. So what's that all about? That waiting that doesn't feel so great. The waiting that seems more of an inconvenience and a frustration than it is a time of preparation and anticipation. And so we wait in joyful hope for this God, to celebrate Jesus's birthday. But really, do we ever really feel ready for Jesus? So if I ask you today, are you ready? Are you ready for the King of Kings to come? Are you ready for the God with us and within us who calls us to a level of connectedness and an awareness of who he is, of how he is, and how he so desperately waits for us? Like the perfect gentleman that he is. He waits with anticipation, with expectation, in preparation for the time that we draw near to him. Not because we have to, but because we get to, because we want to, and he so desperately wants us to. So will this season of Advent be waiting? Wait as in being weary, anxious, intolerant, and trapped? Or will it be a time of waiting, being watchful, being anticipatory, being intentional, and being thankful? So whether you're waiting for a parking spot or a place in line, whether you're at a traffic light or waiting for your flight, it is a beautiful, blessed, amazing time of God's grace. Because God is in the wait. And we all know that the waiting is the hardest part. So I pray this Advent season, this week in particular, is a time of hope. Hope, that thing that we cannot live without. See, my friends, we know how the story ends. In 4 weeks, we celebrate the birth of Jesus. So let's get ready. Let's stay ready. Let's be ready for the King who is to come.